teams as these two will get their oil checked early. It's the Georgia Bulldogs and the Miami Hurricanes. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Guys, Georgia versus Miami. Anytime these two teams get together, you've got to think back to their matchup last year in the college football playoff. A lot of these players already getting into it pre-game warm-ups. Familiar opponents, a little bit of redemption on their mind. I'll keep you posted how it's going down here. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. So Georgia's kicker approaches the football, and the 2026 season is underway. Fielded in the end zone, it's Compton. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. The offense changing the play. Here's Mensah to throw. Makes the grab. It's Vaughn. Across the 35. Out of bounds at the 36. And a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
And for the majority of the offseason, we thought Mensah was going to be starting for Duke in the offseason saga that happened. Obviously, a lot went into it. But here's what you know about Miami quarterbacks in recent history. Cam Ward, the #1 pick. Carson Beck, a lot of experience coming in. Now Darren Mensah comes in. Miami finds the guy. They have to have that spot covered. And Palmer, they got a really good one.
They have been able to reload. For anybody that didn't know Darren Mensah and where he started, just look back to his film just 2 years ago at Tulane when he's absolutely lighting up for the American, wins an ACC championship at Duke, and now filling in for Carson Beck and a team that just went to a national championship. But this is a guy with tons of talent, and they think there will be no drop-off at the QB spot. They've got their eyes set on taking one step further.
And the defense gets home with the pressure and knocking down for a loss, but there are penalty markers down. Let's sort that out. Free yards. First down for the offense after that penalty. Just a short pass to the tight end. Here's why this one's so much fun, guys. Early in the season, sort of a proving ground type of game for a couple of squads that believe they could win it all.
And we've heard so much in this offseason, right, about both of these teams and top 10 teams preseason. Now you get a chance to prove it. Like, now you get a chance to see who are the dudes on the squad. These are always fun early in the season, Jesse.
Yeah, it's going to be fun to find out what these teams are about because we've seen both teams beat up on weaker competition. We know they're both very talented, but let's see good against good and find out what they are.
The Hurricanes will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. Finds a crease at the 20. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
And the Hurricanes back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Trying to run, it's Fletcher. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line and a big red zone opportunity here.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. Touchdown, Canes! Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
Yeah, this offense, man, they look good. They looked great last week, obviously putting up huge numbers. Again this week, coming out the gates in the first quarter with the scoring drive. This offense is putting the college football world on notice.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown, and they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Couldn't find room for the big play. He'll be stopped after a short return. It's a coverage unit right on top of it. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Ran to that daylight to pick up 6 to the 22. Let's take a little step back and have a look at Georgia. What does the top 5 ranking mean for week 1? Optimism, hope, maybe, David, an excuse for the other team's fans to rush the field if they knock you off.
Well, it means, first of all, absolutely nothing, because preseason rankings don't show up anywhere at the end of the season, but it means this team is talented. It means they're thought of highly. They got to go earn it, Jesse, and it starts today, but the talent obviously is all over the field.
The number in the preseason rankings means absolutely nothing. You saw Florida State recently start in the top 10. They won 2 games by the end of the year. So you've got to go earn it. Yes, you're talented. Yes, a lot of eyeballs are going to be watching you, and people are really excited. You've got an opportunity to do things really, really that are special this season, but you've got to earn it on the field.
Fires to the wideout. And the missed connection on third down.
Oh, and you just feel kind of like that's a little bit of a missed opportunity. He had him open, and he just overshot it a little bit. Man, those sting.
Oh, a big decision here early as they leave the offense on the field in their own territory. They want to keep this opening drive alive. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive.
And I love the location of that throw. Fourth down on the slant. He puts it out in front of his target so that when he catches it, he can advance and get north to pick up more yards.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Frazier. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a ball.
Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. Georgia sends out the punt team. Takes it on the return. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. A confident, tough, efficient run. Gets it up to the 44. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. Let's take a peek at the numbers so far.
Miami 7, Georgia 0.
First play of the period will be a second down. They'll keep it on the ground. There's some room. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. No matter who's been leading the program, Miami always wants to be able to run the ball with some physicality.
Yeah, it starts everything. The line of scrimmage starts everything. That attitude starts everything. And the U is known for attitude. And when they play physical, they've got great teams.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
On the play. 2nd down.
Throwing, Mensah. And a flag flies as the pass is incomplete. Let's see who it's on. Defensive holding, an automatic first down for this offense. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Right into the fray, and his first pass is incomplete.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. On the direct snap, it's Fletcher. Got a little grass. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that Wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
Snap to the back. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield.
You want to stop the run game? Get the big defensive tackles in the middle, getting penetration. Those big boys eating up blocks, taking away gaps and holes for those running backs to run through.
Using his power and his sweet feet to get into the backfield quickly.
And you know you're athletic when you describe with power and sweet feet. I mean, just put those two things together and you're just pretty amazing.
Finds his man. It's Lofton. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
Man, that play takes some protection. If you're going to stick it in the belly, then that wide receiver is going to run down the field that far. I need some good protection, and I need my lineman not to go downfield. Nice job by the quarterback making the right read, being patient, throwing that strike.
In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Got it. Touchdown, Miami! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
One thing this team has shown really this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
He'll take the return, try to get better field position. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. And on that kickoff, we have an injured player on the field. That is the senior linebacker who's been shaken up. Howie Rowe will give us an update on his condition. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Looking to throw, it's Stockton. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
Nothing the receiver could have done on that play, guys. You're not expecting the ball to be thrown behind you like that, especially in the quick game.
So now it's 2nd and long. Here's a give to Frazier. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. The quick out. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's Humphreys.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
And the Bulldogs can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to pass. It's Stockton. Moving out to the right. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
These guys aren't human anymore. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
Wants to throw on first down. Quickly complete. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving forward just a few.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Throws to the back. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
I'll tell you, you got to give the defense credit, though, because with these conditions, it's not easy to catch for the offensive players, certainly not for the defense, but great eye-hand coordination securing that interception.
Creates a little room. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. And the Canes want to pick up the tempo.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Maybe a crease. He'll be forced out of bounds after the nice gain on the run.
And you kind of thought in that situation QB might keep it, but makes the right read. Gets it to the pitch man, and what does he do? Gets downhill. Get downhill and get that first down. New set of downs. Nice execution on the option by this offense.
They'll snap it from the 39. 1st and 10. Finds in some fresh air. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Eight-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. They'll run it out of the gun with Brown. So Miami signals for a timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
And on that play on the RPO, they had the look they wanted, but up front, they just could not get the job done. You see linemen losing their one-on-one battles. There was nowhere for that running back to go.
3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. Running inside. It's Fletcher. Makes it past the marker. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. They're going to go right back to him on first down. They get him on the ground. And boy, they took the business end of that run as he picked up 8. The Canes will go ahead and call that 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Now they're going to throw it. Caught. They kept him out of the end zone, but not before he gets it to the 1-yard line, and it'll be 1st and goal.
And he finds this guy again on the outside. I tell you what, man, that's the matchup down here in this part of the field. You find your guy that you trust and you get him the football. He does the rest. I tell you what, I thought he was going to score for a second and get in, but now set up with this offense, 1st and goal in a great situation.
Now on the move. And he's in, pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, Hurricane!
Now, you always want to get the home crowd jacked up and get them excited, get out to an early lead, and they have 20-0. Defense playing well, offense playing well. They got a lot to cheer about here at home.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Just enough time for one final play of the half. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Last-ditch effort to get points before the half. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. Let's get right to it with Liberty taking on the James Madison Dukes. And it's the Flames looking to get the job done on the road. Right now it's early, but they lead this season opener. Here now a look at some other games of note, including a big upset inside the American Conference.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They start this 3rd quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive, Reese. Like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. After the misconnection, it's second down. Looking downfield, it's Stockton. Rushes on him. Avoids pressure on the right. At the 20, he's got space. Across the 20 and out of bounds at the 21-yard line, and just like that, they're out of trouble.
I'll tell you what, man, this guy bails out his offensive line a lot. We've seen it over and over. Protection isn't always perfect, but he's just got the ability to scramble and just to create and extend plays. Wasn't able to get the first down there, but look at the situation now he's put his offense in. He was able to get a nice chunk of yardage back to make this decision on third down for the play caller a whole lot easier.
Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. At the 35, he's got room. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Looking downfield on first down. He's taking the shot. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Hey, guys, I tell you what, man, they went into half. They were ready to rock and roll to start this second half. They put a nice drive together, and then it's just about managing the game, right? Don't take points off the scoreboard. I start to get an area where I'm in field goal range. I'm getting ready to score a touchdown.
Turning it on. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
They created a lot of breathing room with that first play of the drive. Now first down from the 39. A give to Brown. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Going to run it. It's Pringle. On his feet at the 40. Here's a little room there. He is in! Touchdown, Canes!
And this offense picks up right where it left off. Scoring points, creating a big play. First drive of the second half, no problem. Don't worry about halftime adjustments. Just keep doing what you've been doing.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And that is how you finish with a 54-yard touchdown run. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
The play action fake. Unloads to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
To the air. It's Stockton. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
And man, that's another drive for this offense where it's frustration. You're looking to the sidelines, there's not a lot of juice, man. They haven't been able to get going and put drives together and score points. They've got to find something because this game's starting to creep along.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Fires downfield. Ripping through the defense. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the first down.
Yeah, and I think really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most things. All right, get the ball to my running back. He can make plays after he catches it. Nice job by the quarterback seeing the situation and where to go with the football.
Wants to keep it in the air. He lobs one high down the left side. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Got to give this defense credit, man. They've been so good in the back end in coverage. They basically gave nothing away in the first half. And here they are in the second half defending a deep ball.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
Well, this offense keeps giving up sacks, and they keep finding themselves in situations like this, 3rd and long right now. They don't have many points in this game, and this is a big reason why. It's hard to score if you don't keep the third downs manageable. So moving forward, whether it's running the football on 1st and 2nd or throwing short passes earlier in the drives, they've got to change things up because taking sacks like this is killing this offense.
Gets it out fast. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
And defensively on 3rd down, man, that is absolutely your goal. You want to play top down, play back. If they want to dump the ball off to the running back, so be it. But you got to tackle them, and you got to get them to the ground. And that's exactly what this defense does, and they force the 4th down.
They're going to stay aggressive and leave the offense out there on 4th down again. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Takes it the other way. Past the 10. Touchdown, Miami! And they turn it into a defensive score.
And that's going to make the defensive coordinator happy because he's just hoping his defense can get off the field there on 4th down. Just get a stop, get a tackle, bat the ball away. We're going to pick it off, and we're going to take it to the house. Great play.
And they tack on the extra point for a 35-0 lead. He'll bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Back to pass, it's Stockton. Looking down the middle. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
And finally, we see a nice gain. That's his best run of the game. And this offense works best when he is going. And then you can throw the passing game and the play action, and there's more balance. So maybe that's a sight of things to come. Maybe they can get this thing going and get back in this football game.
Got his man in the middle. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. We've reached a break, and Miami is holding on to the lead. Well, guys, so far, this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the third quarter stats. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Handoff for Frazier. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Wants to throw on third. Finds the tight end. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45.
Well, after allowing a touchdown on the last drive, this offense has to be able to answer. And getting that third down here on the third play of this drive is a good step toward doing that. Nice job by the QB. Good rhythm. This offense now has got it going. They need to pay this thing off, but that was a big one, no question.
On the left side, grabbed by Williams. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
At this point, it's a lot about pride for this offense. They're just trying to find a way to get on the board. They have been shut out. That last incompletion, I mean, they're now trying to take shots and see if they can just come up with something. I don't even know if they believe they can get it done. It just feels obligatory, guys, at this point. Let's just throw it up and see if something good can happen.
He goes out of bounds across the 25, mark it at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning.
And I think that's what you want to see from this offense down the stretch. Like, can you physically dominate the game? You've got the lead. Now run the football, eat clock, continue to feed your dude.
The Bulldogs pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Looking for the end zone. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. And after that interception, things quite comfortable. Big lead, clock winding down. They should be able to take care of business. Going the other way, and he's got room. He's at the 10. All the way. Touchdown, Hurricane.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
Georgia, 0.
And he's going to bring this one out. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Here comes the Georgia offense, ready to go on the attack. This was certainly not their best effort. I believe this team is much better than it performed today, but they're good. There he goes. He'll be knocked down, but not before doling out some punishment and getting 7.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Knocked down at the 31 after a gain of 5.
And that's a really nice route by the wide receiver, just understanding I got to win right now. I got to get inside of that guy, and I know I'm going to get contact. You run over the middle of the field on a slant, you're going to get hit. Nice job securing the catch, making the play.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Fires to the tight end. At the end of the play, there's a Georgia Bulldog who has yet to get up. That is the senior tight end who's shaken up. We'll have Holly Rowe check on him. And the Dogs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Lets it fly. Complete to the right. First catch of the season as this freshman tight end wastes no time getting involved. Georgia going back to work with another first down. Looking to throw, it's Stockton. Under fire. And it's a sack.
And they get him again. This has not been the day we expected. This young man, we expect great things. Like, he is one of the better players in college football. You think he'd come out, put on a show, but this defense has had his number all game long.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. He'll try to take it back. Touchdown, Canes! What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that.
Well, we talked a little bit about this defense and just how special they are, and we've seen them dominate this game. They've held the opponent to 0 points. You now add the insult to injury with the pick 6. They have dudes. They have better athletes than you do on that side of the football. It's been showing itself all game long.
And with that kickoff going out of bounds, they will get great field position to start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. On the direct snap, it's Griffin. And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man, doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They
could be an alley. That defense got gassed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
And how about that, man? If you're a defense, that's demoralizing. You get them in a known passing situation. They slip the run in there. All you got to do now, you're playing deep for pass, but now come up, just make the tackle. Force a fourth down. The defense could not get the back on the ground, Palmer, and he gets the first.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. So Miami signals for a timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. The Dogs now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Throws to the wideout. Makes a connection. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. That penalty has them set up with a 3rd and inches. Wants to throw. It's Stockton. They got him, and down he goes. And what a huge sack that might have knocked him out of field goal range. The Canes will go ahead and call that second timeout. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. And guys, hold that thought just a second because here comes the fourth down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs.
And what a great play right there by the pass rush, affecting the QB's rhythm, David. He didn't have a chance to throw that on time. They forced him to scramble. Everything broke down. He tried to go get it himself, but you saw the speed catch up to him, bring him to the ground, and the defense, they win it for their team.
Just great job taking away the initial read, right? Like he wanted to throw the football. Great initial coverage. Then it breaks down a little bit, and now you got to chase. You got to play that second play. They do it masterfully. In a big moment, man, they chase him down, they get to the QB, and they call game and walk out of here with the W.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Pulls and fires complete. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. And the Canes are in the hurry-up. Unloads quickly. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. Even with this lead, they'll throw again. Fires to the wideout. It's complete. Timeout is called with just a single second left. While they could run victory formation, you also have to think about padding those stats. And they get the icing on the cake, and that might make for some long memories after this one.